Hi, Nastasha, how you doing? Okay, I've got your work up here, and I think your presentation is good. I think you've got a lot here included in your presentation that will be a compelling presentation to the viewer, and I think it tells a story. I think the story holds the viewer's interest in a way that really makes the viewer want to go through the entire presentation to the end. And that's really a fantastic feat in and of itself. So great job there. You've got good development of your logo, good development of your branding, good development of your final logo, excellent promotion shots. Good job adding to this. I'm so glad you did that because it really is just, it's much more believable this way. Um, so there's some really good stuff here too. Really great images. That's fantastic. This one kind of concerns me a little bit. I'm not because we haven't seen that graphics. So I think I would have included that kind of crystallized blue and kind of light blue and dark blue fifth element that you've developed, and I would have rather have seen that on the background there. But that's minor. I do have a couple of concerns and a couple of things that I think that will result in some deductions in the off the grading rubric. And I've got my notes right up here. So I'm just going to show you my notes here, right up here. Okay. First thing I'm saying is InDesign page setup is 17 pages. So if we come down here and I take a look at your InDesign, you've got 17 pages here. Okay. That's why you've got your cover, and that's why your pages are like this. And then we come to the back at the last page, and it's spread with the back cover. And InDesign does that because you've got an odd number of pages. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to open InDesign. Now this should be an even number page presentation because the front cover would spread group with the back cover as one spread. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do here in InDesign is I'm just going to go File, New. And then in the resulting dialog box, I get this. Now, I'm going to say 18 pages instead of 17. And I'm going to click Open Pages. Make sure Open Pages is clicked, starting on page 1. Okay. That is going to indicate that the cover is page 1. So I'm going to say OK there. And you can see there's page 1. There's my cover. Now, here are all my spreads. And then the last page is the last cover. It's not spread with anything because it will spread with the front cover. Okay, so that's one thing that I think that you missed in your setup. And that's why your page number, always in any book or publication, your odd number is going to be on the right-hand side of the spread. Always, because technically the cover starts as page 1. So this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Okay, the next thing I have on is table of contents. You're missing a table of contents. So that's in a 17-page publication presentation. You should absolutely have a table of contents. I think it's imperative. Page alignment. Let me talk about page alignment here. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so you've got these pages and they're grouped, and look where the headline, every page, the eye has to jump to find the headline. Now this page would be great. It'd be a great example because I can Command R this. Let's pull a guide out right here. There is the guide for that side. Now if I trying to pull a guide out on this side, but InDesign's being really, I'm sorry, Acrobat's being really funny. It does this sometimes. It's really difficult. Should do it now. There we go. Okay. So if I grab that guide, and we can see that your headline is out of alignment. Okay. And we see that on all of your pages. And the problem here is that it's called stochastic eye movement. And the problem is that every page, the eye has to jump up here, goes over here, then down here, then it goes up here, then it goes over up here, then it comes down here where it stays for a while, but I think it jumps. No, it doesn't. So it does jump around here a little bit. You can see that if I place my cursor right here. Okay, so next page, see how it jumps in, jumps up a little, moves over that way a little. So there's an inconsistency in your headlines and subsequently an inconsistency in your body copy placement. Also, another thing I noticed is that some of your body, your text blocks are inconsistent in the width. So you can see this one is much more narrow than this one right here. Okay, that would be something that I think that creating consistency in your headline placement and the type, your size and shape of your text blocks creates a cadence, timing. Remember we talked timing in this of telling your story? That's what creates timing, and it creates a cadence so that the viewer knows where to look on each page for the headline and the subsequent body copy. This jumping around like this creates an uncomfortable tension with all the eye movement, and it's subconsciously, it's an uncomfortable page. It's not harmonious as it would be strictly following a grid with your placement. Okay, now page alignment. Oh, the last thing is credits. You've got no credits, Nastasia. That's not good. All of these images need to be credited, and that's something that you should really get used to as a student. So that's really important right there. Other than that, I think your graphics look great. Placement looks great. These look fantastic. Everything's looking really good. The story is good. It's just the presentation, a little bit of falling apart a little bit in terms of page alignment, and of course the setup for InDesign itself. Okay, all right, Nastasia, thanks so much for a fantastic class. I really enjoyed having you in class, and I hope I see you again. All right, thank you. Oh, if you have any questions on this, of course, you know I'm right here. You can contact me anytime. Thanks, Nastasia.